Assalamu alaikum and welcome back. In this tutorial we will start pattern. So in solid modeling, a pattern is used to make multiple copies of any object. So we can use a rectangular pattern or a circular pattern and also a pattern on path. So for that we need to create a sketch. So for rectangular pattern I will create a box. And I will adjust it by dragging these arrows. I change the view to visible edge only. Now go to top plane, and if I click on a rectangular pattern, then I have to select object. This is my object, and then for axis I can choose any of the axes. Let's say I choose this axis, then I have to give the distance and quantity for this. So for the quantity I select 5 and distance is, let's say, 15, and we can change it by dragging this. Now we can notice that we have multiple copies of any 3D model, so we can choose other axes also. So also here is an option, one directional symmetric. If I select on symmetric, we can see that in symmetry there are same number of copies of any object on both side of the main object. So in this way we can create multiple copies of any 3D model. So if I change the axis, if I select this axis, after rectangular pattern we have a circular pattern. For that I create a sketch, and I create a circle, and also I create another circle inside of this, and I exit a sketch, extrude this. This is enough, and again I create another sketch, and this time I will create a circle here. So we will select up to object, and this will merge with this body. So in this case we can make a pattern by using a circular pattern, and here we will use features, not bodies or not components. We will use feature. So this is our feature. We can select from this, and then for axis we can choose this axis, and then we will notice that our pattern will create like this. We can change number, and also we can change a partial or full or symmetric. If I click on partial, then it will create at 180 degree. We can change it from this. At 90 degree it will look like this. If I keep it full, then this is how it will look like. So in the second case, if I choose it as a new body and click OK, then for a circular pattern we have to select body, because this is a separate body. After circular pattern we have a pattern on path. Let's say we have a sphere, and I create a sphere at origin. Click OK, and then on the top plane I will create a sketch, and I go to pattern and a pattern on path. First I need to select object and then path. We can change the quantity and also distance. And here is our pattern. After pattern we have mirror. So for mirror, create a sketch create another rectangle, exit a sketch, extrude this. Okay, and now I will choose mirror, and this is my feature which I want to mirror. And for plane I will select this plane, and over feature will mirror around that plane. After mirror we have a thicken. Thicken is basically used in surfaces, so in the surface option we will see this how it works. And boundary fill is also related to surfacing. And now we will move to this modification section. So first is a press pull. We can press Q, or we can press a direct press pull. Here press pull basically offset or move any faces. So if I select on this, it will extrude or offset this face like this. So it will not create a new feature, actually it extends the existing model. After that we have fillet. Fillet is basically used to make round edges. So we can select one edge like this. We can add another fillet here, or we can select multiple edges, and then we can give the value, or we can drag it like this. And also we can give the fillet first on these edges, and then by selecting all of these we can give fillet like this, or we can select a full face, so it will work like this.